Hey guys, happy holidays. I found this wreath sitting out by the garbage and I thought maybe she really just needs a second chance, and it's not really my taste, but I thought I would redo it to be more my aesthetic.
It's a pretty wreath, it's just not my style, so it's time to clip off anything I don't like. And I'm going to try to repurpose some of this stuff. Like we have these pine cones, we have these little Whoville-esque decorations. There's plenty that can be reused here, so I'm still going to try to do that. Here's all the stuff I got off of that wreath. Oh boy. Well, time to get trimming.
I cut off all of the wires and ribbon holding this tulle fabric onto the frame, and then now we have a fresh blank canvas. I went to Joann's to get a little bit of inspiration, plus they had a lot of really good deals, so I wanted to see how cheap I could get a specialty garland of sorts. But look at all these picks here. I mean, those look like they could be easily handmade. I already had a cheap evergreen garland from Walmart, so I thought I would use that as my base layer along with this unlit ashland garland, which is actually from Michael's. And I wanted to kind of lay down a base of just like the basic evergreen garland and then go in with this novelty like clover garland I found. Wreath ties are like hair extensions, but for Christmas trees. Only half is lit. So only half is lit, but that is actually good. That's what we're going for because we need the bottom to be open. And you can always add more lights later. Just go through and see if you can see the frame in any of these spots and just wrap the branches around it and use garland ties to get the whole thing covered. Once I had the base layer wrapped around my wreath, I had to go to Dollar Tree in search of fake snow like I use every year on my wreaths. And I usually use a microfiber mop pad, but I could not find any this time. So I thought about these little terry towels, and the best thing I could find were these microfiber cleaning towels, and they worked perfectly. I have this broken lantern that I wanted to repurpose with this wreath, and the microfiber cleaning cloth worked perfectly as our little snowbank. I attached the lantern and the snowbank to the wreath itself on the frame, and then I decided to wrap the whole wreath in this silver glitter ribbon from freshman year of college when I used it as a door decoration. So I wrapped it in this and some white tulle to kind of give it some more volume, and then I did a wrap using the specialty garland. Here are all of the picks that I am going to use, and then I have some that I am about to make using materials from the Dollar Tree. As you can see, I've used a bit of white tulle in this specialty garland to kind of give it a wispy, wintry effect. I'm going to light this lantern with these lights that respond to music that I got from Walmart. They were like $5. This used to be a fully green Christmas tree, and then I added some acrylic paint and glitter paint to make it look similar to the other ones. I'm going to put this one on there to add just one more thing, and then probably douse it in glitter, put on the lights, and then put on the bow, and then call it quits. I have 2 types of glitter, and this chunky glitter is from Joann's because Walmart stopped selling like chunky glitter altogether. This like fine glitter from Walmart. So I'm just gonna like sprinkle everything. Oh. This lantern here is broken. It doesn't have a spring in one of the things for the batteries. So I'm gonna try to use this battery operated set to try to make it look like it's a real lantern. Well, I guess it's just a real lantern, it just needs lights. So this is my first view of my finished wreath, and I am so freaking excited. Oh my god, look at this. I was able to repurpose a damaged lantern. If you want cheap little foam wreath picks, you can get some skewers at the Dollar Tree and some vase filler. These were in the floral section at Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to paint some skewers so they match the wreath that I'm trying to make. I have some green ones I painted with this cheap craft paint. I'm going to trim the size of these down by about half because they're just a little bit too long. You could put one, but I'm going to try to stack some because I have so many of these. So I'm going to try to do 2 or 3 on here. Trying to center it well. Actually, I really love the look of this, like more than I thought. There we go. So I'd say that's a pretty darn good wreath pick for $2 and maybe like 50 cents for the paint. I think stacking them really gives a good effect. I think it kind of wouldn't be worth it if you weren't stacking them, but you could also combine whatever you could probably find on here. As long as it's foam or something that could just be put on a skewer, anything will work. And you can use whatever paint you have to match the wreath that you're working with. I used, this one is in the shade Arbor Green. This inspires me to do like a very whimsical wreath next year, like a Dr. Seuss kind of wreath, I guess. Just something a little more like playful, and because I tried to go with the wreath I made, I tried to go with like a very classic look, and I love it, but I want to do more like fun wreaths. It's not perfect, but it works. My life motto. It's uneven, but I find it to be like really whimsical and cute. It's kind of just like little bubbles. It's pretty great. Or little snowballs. I don't know. I love it. I'm gonna make some more of these. So here are the ones I've made so far. Just too cute, and they're so easy to do. And they're so like whimsical and unique. I love it. It's perfect. It's 2020. You know, I mean, it's perfect for 2020 at least.
Here's my finished wreath. I added a couple more picks to it, and I used this cable knit ribbon from another project. I just had a tiny bit left over, and I thought it would be nice and kind of cozy to put it up there and make it look like it's just a little cozy scarf. There it is. Thank you so much for watching, and happy holidays. Stay safe.